I told y'all the other day on the channel, like 2 days ago, I was like, this week, I'm gonna get a 7-mile run in. And I was gonna do it at the end of the week. It's Wednesday right now. I was gonna do it at the end of the week, but I was like, shit, I'm already here. Feel me? 7.3. I think I finished like 7 minutes, like 58, even or something like that. But I just want to say this. I don't know if I put it at the beginning of the video or at the end, but you gotta challenge yourself and live up to those challenges. That's how you build real confidence in yourself. Overcoming the things that's hard and difficult that you know you can do, but you may not want to do. But just going for it anyways, regardless. My legs feel crazy right now, but nonetheless, I still did. Came in here and did what I said I was gonna do, and I kept my promise. Not only to y'all, but like most importantly to myself. It's all about keeping those promises to yourself, because that's how you build real character. You boost your self-esteem. So I'm gonna see y'all on the other. I don't know if I put that at the beginning or the end, but probably at the beginning. So I'll see y'all on the other side of the video when I'm in the office. Love y'all.
What's the word, y'all? So yeah, that video I just showed y'all was me fresh off of that 7-mile run. That was the first time I ever ran 7 miles on a treadmill. I've ran 7 miles before. I think 7 miles was actually my personal record, and I ran it a couple years ago on accident, but there were some pauses in between. I had ran it. The Nike Run Club app that I use when I'm running outside, my sweat had dripped on it. My goal was for 5 that day, and my sweat dripped on it, so it paused. So when I got to the 5-mile mark, when I would have finished, when I was at 5 miles, I realized that it had paused at like 3 or something. So I was like, bro, just like my ego driving me, knowing that I wanted to get the 5 and I wanted to see the 5. I didn't want it to be edited. So I just ran another 2. But nonetheless, today was my first time running 7 miles. And earlier this week, I told y'all, or the other day, I told y'all this week I was gonna get a 7-mile run in. And I went into the gym, like I said in the video, I went into the gym and I was like, bro, I can just do it today. You know what I'm saying? There's no need for me. There's no reason I can't just get it done today, right? And what I want to encourage all of you to do is, bro, challenge yourself. You have to overcome these challenges, and you have to live up to the promises that you're setting yourself, because we all have goals, right? We all have things that we know that are going to allow us to get better. Like I know whether, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to wake up with a 6-pack tomorrow or the body that I want tomorrow, but I know that me challenging myself. Hold up. Let me hit you right back, buddy. Challenging myself and continuing to live up to those things, but that's going to boost my confidence, and I know it's going to boost my self-esteem, bro. And it just keeps stacking these wins, bro. You're going to become, or sis, you know what I'm saying? This ain't, you know what I'm saying? This is for everybody. But just living up and being that person you know you're capable of being, bro. And what I want to say in terms of how I feel just coming off of that run, it's an even more enhanced feeling that I felt when I came off of doing the 5 miles, bro. Because like I said, 7 miles was crazy. For me, it wasn't crazy because I knew it was well within my reach, but it was something that I hadn't done. I've only done it one other time in my life, which was like 2 or 3 years ago. And I did it on accident just because my ego drove me to do it some more. But today I was like, you know what? I think the air just came on. But I was like, bro, I'm gonna just do it. And coming off of that run where my confidence was through the roof, I wasn't on edge, but I was pumped up. You know, I was proud of myself. And I really was, I was happy, and I really just felt grateful, and I felt so much joy within myself to be able to be like, bro, I did what I said I was going to do. And I'm gonna be honest, there came a time in the run, I think it was around like 5.9 where I thought about walking, because around like 5.5, bro, my stomach just got to hurting. Like it wasn't a cramp, it just got to like hurting. Like I had to go. Like but I was like, okay. And now I remember it vividly, because I was like, fuck. Like it was hurting. So then I was like, you know what? I took some breaths and it went away. You know, I've been practicing this thing where I'll say in my mind, like, there is no pain. And surely thereafter, there's no pain. So practicing boosting my mental strength as well. Also, so when I got to around like 5.9, I started touching the button, and I started making it go down. But then I was like, no, I don't want to walk. I don't want to walk. I want to go all the way through. I want to just do it the whole time. I want to do the whole thing through. So I was like, nah, I'll put it back. I'll put it back up. I didn't even get down to the point where it was like walking, but I did take it down like 3 notches. I went from like I went 0.3 down for where I was running on the whole time, and then I finished it out. But when I tell you that last mile was the fucking was the like longest mile ever, and I don't know what it is, but when you run for so long, or like I know for me, when I run for so long, music starts to sound really slow. So I had to, when I was at like 6.2, I was like, bro, I can't listen to nobody else. Like I was listening to artists. I had set a playlist initially, but then I was like, bro, I can't take this shit. I can't listen to these people no more. I was like, I need to hear myself, because just to give myself that boost, I always get a boost when I hear myself, when I hear my own music. So I turned on Long Way Home, and it was so slow. Like in my mind, it was just slowed down so much. So I'm like, okay, then Gorgeous came. I was like, okay, cool, and I finished on that. But yeah, it was just consistent the whole time, bro. But what I really just want to get across is you build that self-esteem and that confidence in yourself that you're looking for by overcoming the challenges and keeping the promises that you have to yourself. When you have these goals and you have the things that you're aspiring to do, you have to set milestones. You have to understand that you have to go after things that are going to elevate you. So this was an elevated experience for me because it took me to somewhere that I've been before, but that I haven't been in a long time. So it's kind of still a new experience. And I've only been one time before, so it's still a new terrain, a new territory for me in terms of running and my ability to go the distance. And as I was saying, I don't know if I talked about it in the last video, but it has me inspired to do more because I'm just continually pushing my limits. Like I told you all before, I listen to these motivational videos every morning when I'm in the gym. A lot of David Goggins, Kevin Hart, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Patrick Bet-David, a lot of these, so many more people, Alex Hormozy, Chris Williamson, a lot of these, they're compilations, but there's always talks of overcoming the challenges and putting it. Bedros Keuilian, he's big on manufactured adversity. He talks about that a lot, and that's something that I had to really instill within my being and my daily practices. Okay, to get truly better, I'm going to have to go through things that are difficult, right? Same way when I first started making music, it was a little bit difficult to even conceptualize making certain things or being able to do certain things. One perfect example of that in my life was Chris Brown has this song. It's called Nowhere. It's like one of my favorite songs, and it's like one of his most underrated songs. But then there's a part in there where he's like chasing down your love, and I'm not gonna yell at here because he actually sings it. But I remember when I first heard that song, I couldn't do the note. Now I can do it. When I be driving in the car, I can do it. So, but it was hard for me at first because I just couldn't. I'm like, bro, how do you get his voice like that? But continuing to do things that it may not happen today, it may not happen tomorrow, but just have the patience and give yourself enough grace to understand that everything that you're doing is moving you in the right direction. And all you got to do is continue to keep doing it. And you may not be perfect, bro. I don't want to ever come on here and present to y'all like I'm this perfect person, bro. Like I strive to be a very disciplined person, and I strive to live and operate and hold myself to a very high standard, which I go after every single day, and I encourage you to do the same. But you are not going to be perfect, brother. Especially not in the beginning. You're not gonna be perfect, but take those steps and continue to learn and understand that you're going to be a student for life. That's what I look at myself as. As much as I have a passion for teaching and coming on here and talking to y'all, I do it because there's a transfer of information and there's a transfer of experience by way of the things that I go out in the world and I experience as a student of the world and as a student of the craft that I choose to pursue within my life, and as a student of just life. You know, I'm in the school of life. I dropped out of college to pursue the greatest school, which is the school of life, and the understanding that comes with living life at its fullest. I read a book called The Way of the Superior Man, and it talks about living life at your edge. So that's something I strive to do every day, is to live my life at the edge of being the best person I want to be, and to the point to where other people may not even understand it, and to the point where other people may look at me like I'm crazy for doing it. But I know what it is that I want out of my life, and I'm gonna go get it. And I urge you all to do the same, because you only get one of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you're here to live it up. We're not here to live average. You know, we're not here to live average. I'm not even gonna pacify you. I'm not even gonna pacify you and be like, there's nothing wrong with being average. Like, because there absolutely is, to blend into the crowd when you have so many unique gifts that you have been gifted, and you have the ability to really stand out and create change, not only within your life, but within the life of so many other people. I do think it's a problem to live average, because it signals to me that you didn't give yourself the chance. Regardless of where you start at, there's going to come a time where you have the idea that you are meant for more. And whenever that time comes, you need to pursue it. What Eminem say, you only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better go for it, bro. You better go for it. You better go after it, and you better make it happen, you know? And you may not get to where you want to go. And I'm not saying that just when I say there is a problem with being average, but that doesn't mean you have to be at the top. You just have to do your best. That's all you got to do, is your best. And your best is going to be better than average. It always is, because when you craft those unique gifts and you create a unique perspective within your life, and you enhance your mind, and you enhance your ability, and you enhance all these things that make you the individual that you are, you know, the person that you are meant to be, you're gonna be in a whole nother stratosphere, bro. You're gonna be in a whole other plane of existence, to where you are really somebody great, you know. And it's not about pushing down anybody for being mediocre, because I'm not here to step on anybody. I'm really trying to rid that part of my body, my being, because I don't want to ever be like too prideful or too egotistical. But I urge everyone, there's beauty in pursuing your highest self. And I love seeing that, because I'm inspired by that. I'm inspired by these people. There are people in the gym that I look at and I admire, and I'm like, damn, they're really getting it in. Like, especially within the gym. And I may have said this before, but I think operating in places where people are operating at high levels, it creates a positive bias within your mind, because a lot of people don't go to the gym and work out. A lot of people don't work on their craft every day. You know, if you're a photographer, a lot of people don't get out and just shoot things and spend time editing and investing into courses and really taking the time to be a student of the game that they're pursuing, the game that they're playing. You have to understand the game that you're playing and understand how you can enhance your player and your ability to play that game. A lot of people don't really put the time into themselves. So you operating in spaces where it's the common thing to put that work into yourself, it's going to create a positive bias that this is what everyone is doing. And when you see people excel in that, it will inspire you. It will inspire you to then go be better, because there are people in the gym. I'm not gonna say I'm nowhere near, but I still have a long way to go before I get to the physique that I really want to have. And I see people in the gym that have closer to the physique that I want, and I'm just like, okay, like I'll be watching them, and I'll be like studying them, or I'll go ask questions, and I'll be like, okay, so what you do? Okay, boom, boom, let me try that. Oh, I couldn't do it all the way. But then I'll surprise myself sometimes and be like, damn, I could do what they just taught me how to do. And it's a very good feeling, because it's like, wow, it kind of opens your mind to your own capabilities by being in places to where the goal that you're pursuing or the game you're playing is common. You know, you don't want to exist in places to where what you want to pursue in life is uncommon, you know. And if you're forced to live in those environments because everyone doesn't have the resources to exist elsewhere, just up and relocate. Use the internet. If you're watching this, you have the resources somehow, so I don't want to hear no excuses. But there is so much information on the internet. The web is so vast to where you can go on the internet and immerse yourself in a world that is in alignment with the person you want to be. And you can really learn from the people who have been in your shoes, bro. There's nothing new under the sun. So the position that you feel so isolated in right now, there's someone who's been in that situation before. And I'm sure there's someone on the internet that can offer you some type of insight and some comfort and some solace into your situation, so that you may understand that, okay, this situation isn't bigger than my process. It may be trying to limit me right now, but ultimately there are people out there within the world that have proven that these problems can be overcome, right? And through overcoming those challenges and working every day, because it may not be an overnight process. Oftentimes it's not, majority of the times it's not. But to constantly chip away at it, when you get over there, when you get to the top of that hill, it's gonna be so satisfying. Like for me, like when I hit that 7 mile mark, I wanted to scream. I wanted to scream at the top of my lungs because I did it. You know, out of respect for everyone else in the gym, I didn't scream. I didn't just yell. But I did want to just like let it all out because there was so much. And then I was like, you know, but I did like, I don't know. I didn't like suppress it, but I was like, okay, I'm cool. But like I talked to myself like, good shit. I did what I said I was gonna do. But yeah, bro, just keep the promises to yourself and continue to reach and accomplish those milestones, bro. You know what I'm saying? I love all y'all, bro. I really love y'all, and I'm so thankful to have y'all with me on this journey as I grow. You know, that's the reason I started this channel, was to document the process of my own growth. And yeah, bro, I just think it's a beautiful thing, bro. God is the greatest. It's a beautiful thing to even be able to do this and to see myself grow and to constantly push the limits of who it is that I thought I was at a point in time. You know, a lot of things that I do now, I didn't think I was capable of doing in the past. Or I did think I was capable of doing, but I wasn't confident enough, or I didn't have high enough self-esteem to actually go do it. But taking that leap of faith, bro, and actually stepping out on yourself and doing it, stepping out for yourself and doing it, bro, is going to create enormous change within your life. So that's all I wanted to get on here and say. I'm still kind of amped up if y'all can't tell. But yeah, I'm just blessed to be able to do this, bro. I'm blessed to be able to wake up and just get it done. So I thank all of you for watching once again, and I'm grateful for y'all being here with me on this journey. I love each and every one of y'all. Thank you for watching. Yeah, I'm Nick Johnson, aka your favorite cousin. And if I haven't already, I officially welcome you all to the Purple Era. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.